Good morning. Today I'm going to talk about the 3 missing parts to not only your exam but to your playing, because all of us love to play a tune. As soon as we get on the piano, we play a tune, and of course that's what it's meant for. But there are also 3 aspects of piano playing that are sadly missed out on, and I think if you do them, you will be amazing. So what are these 3 aspects? Well, back in COVID, Associated Board and others decided to do online performance exams for obvious reasons. And these were great. And you could do an extra exam piece and just purely perform. And I think that's been abused a little bit now. Abused is probably a strong word, but certainly used by parents to try and get a grade 8 really quickly. And obviously everybody just wants to climb up the grades for the scholarships and all the rest of it. But I noticed after a couple of years of not focusing on scales and exercises and oral and sight reading that this was a big issue for students, because even when they did theory, they had no idea what a scale was and how it was constructed, depending on the previous teacher and previous training experience. So I'm here to tell you the 3 things are technical exercises, i.e. scales, broken chords, arpeggios; oral training, which loads of you as adults do constantly. I mean, adults are a dream student because they're always listening to music and they've come to it because they really, really want to play it. But for children, it's amazing how many children don't have much music playing in the house or in the car or go to concerts or whatever. I mean, this is a huge issue. It's almost like the background music in the supermarket or the shopping centre has shut children's ears off from listening properly to music when they have to. And this is something I would love you to encourage with your children, because it also involves active listening, and that's always going to be a good thing for you and your parenting and teaching as well, where children know how to switch off when it's a supermarket and how to switch on when it's a piece of active listening that they have to look out for pitches. And obviously sight reading is important as well. Now, you get so many people on YouTube saying, oh, it's not important to be able to read music. I think both are important. I think it's terrible when you get a classical musician that can't sit down and play something at the piano off the bat because they've read too much. And I think it's terrible also when you get somebody who can only play by ear but have never realised that reading music is actually really simple and alphabetical. So there's no need for all these things that come down out the air and all that stuff, flow key, all that stuff. Anyway, because it's a completely different alphabet yet again, there's no point. So I hope that you just there's so many oral apps out there, and I'll do another rant about oral apps another time. So the 3 things: scales and technique, sight reading, oral. Those are the 3 extra bits that must be done each day in some shape or form. Now, when I say it in some shape or form, I literally mean that. You can sit down and play a beginner's pop piece on Tom Play or another app, Simply Piano, and that's your sight reading. You can play a few scales to warm your hands up, and that's your technical exercises. You can listen to a piece of music in the car or listen to somebody talking about it on Classic FM, and that's your oral done for the day. It doesn't all have to be sitting behind a desk or a piano and very rigid, not at all. It's just a flowing way of learning that if you do that all the time, you'll get this spiral curriculum that gradually widens out, and you can play and play and play in all styles. I hope that helps.